Hi, welcome to Class Fitsugar and our special 5-day fitness assessment series. It's a program to help you determine and track your performance level in 5 key aspects of fitness:
endurance,
balance,
speed, flexibility,
and today, strength. I will be leading you through the assessment with a 30-minute workout. This workout includes a beginner, intermediate, and an advanced version to measure where you are in your fitness journey as you kick off this new year. Kinsey, Mikayla, is you ready?
Let's get it.
Let's go. All right, let's get right into this warm-up with a half squat and knee raise. We're pushing this ground away, standing up nice and tall. If this is your first time, you are following Mikayla and just giving me that knee drive, and you'll be sticking with her all workout long. But if you've seen me before, if you know me and the jokes that I am about to say, you may have moved up to the intermediate or advanced level. Now let me say, even though I'm advanced, I chose the hardest of this little balance option for our first warm-up. So if I look like the beginner here, don't judge me. That's just what it looks like to progress in life. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, okay? Don't shame yourself, just be proud that you took a challenge on today. Now, as I push the ground away, I'm focusing in on my inseam as well of my foot. So my big toe is pushing into the floor, even though I'm focusing mostly on the heel. Last one here, and then we're gonna get into a little crawl. Let's get right to the edge of the mat. Sitting into a squat, Mikayla's on those knees. As I crawl forward, my focus is to get into this push-up position. I'll be adding a little tap, tap. But even without that tap, tap, just have a moment and pause in that push-up position. Get those shoulders nice and warm because they are going to be getting put to good use. Now, our goal today is not to move fast, it is to work on this strength. So you want to get into these movements and what? Let them marinate, okay?
Make me hungry.
Are we talking barbecue?
You'll notice Mikayla's still getting some glute activation in there because every time she comes back into the kneeling position, there is a nice booty squeeze. Last moments here before we turn over onto our back. If you're already forward, you can just turn over. You don't have to finish the rep. So we're gonna get into some hip thrusters. Nice and gentle. I'm gonna start off with a good single leg hip thruster. I'm breathing through. Now, of course, starting with both feet on the floor bilaterally is gonna feel very balanced. And even if you end up wanting to go to the full advanced level, I understand early in the workout, starting with a more bilateral and balanced movement. Breathe through with me. We got less than 20 seconds and we about to get into this work, okay? Be excited. You know what it's like doing a Raneir Pollard workout. This is not about drudgery. We are not here to be tortured. We're here to find out a little bit more about ourselves and to have a good time, okay? The POPSUGAR experience. Rest. We're gonna turn right over and get into this workout. That won't be the last time I kick my water bottle, so just know what to expect here. I want you lying flat on your stomach. Those of you giving me beginner, reach around that booty before bringing the hands to your side and pushing up onto those knees. Those that are in intermediate, we're getting T position. A little bit more challenging and pushing up to full push-up position. Joining me in advance, you are at the Y. Give a nice pull, and then also add an additional full rep of the push-up before lying back down to the superhero. Now, I don't want your hands and your feet coming up high by you throwing your hands and feet. I want that to happen by you activating the powers of that back body. Flex the glute, flex that upper back to get those feet high and those hands up high as well. Last couple reps, finish it out, get a good push-up to finish out this set. And we will be standing on up. Rest. From here, let's take it up, and we're gonna focus in on these legs for the next 2 sets. What I wanna see is a nice 3-second pulse, because we are focusing in on what? Strength training. Let's let these quads burn. From here, we can just stand. Beginners, give me a tap and a tap to practice in on that balance. Those intermediate, you have your 3 seconds. Stand tall to a good moment of balance. Push into the ground, give me that leg extension. If you're with me, give me that full plyometric. Lunge up, land it low, and a push. Always back to this 3 seconds, because what do we do here? We let it marinate, that's right. Squeeze it, and push. Okay?
You're killing me with the marinade.
I love it. I'm not mad at making people a little hungry while they work out. That's just getting you connected to your body. Ooh. We're pushing through. We have less than 20 seconds here.
Okay.
You gotta embrace the burn. You gotta learn to love the burn.
I love the burn.
That's the only way you're gonna chase it. Oh, I feel it.
Yes.
It's better to run over the interval rather than go under, so that's what we're gonna do. Remember, I love you. Okay, rest, let's take it to the ground. Now we're staying on these legs. We're going into a hip thruster. Now with our beginners, the hands to the side of the hip is gonna give you a lot more support. So you're coming up and then giving me my march, feeling supported with those hands at the side. And then the hips come down. You can switch which legs come up in that march first. Those of you intermediate, hands are to the side, still getting a wide base of support. Once your knee comes up, you're gonna lower, lift, then lower that leg and ease on down. Again, you would raise, get that leg up, give me a full rep before putting that leg down and switching off. If you're with me, leg up to the sky, let's get 3 reps on each side and even take it up another level by getting those arms overhead. Who is that little midriff showing? I mean, you gotta pay extra for that. Y'all better write in the comments how you want POPSUGAR to allow me to wear crop tops in these workouts. Come on.
You got my vote.
I know, I vote
It's
for
a
it.
new year. New crop tops. Notice how no matter what level you're on, we are taking our time with each rep, time under tension. There is no race here. There is only operation booty squeeze, okay? Thrust it like you mean it. And if you have your legs straight up to the sky with me, try to lock it out. We get a little more quad in there. Okay, the more you give, the more you get. Last moments here, let's finish strong. Push it out, push it out. Wait till you're even on both legs, and then we shall rest. Now from here, we're gonna get right into that core, focus in. We have 3 bicycle crunches. The knees are bent in the beginner. So we want you to feel good, getting a 3-second pulse every 3 rotations. If you're intermediate, I want your legs to go out long for a normal bicycle. Don't forget that 3-second pulse. And if you're with me, it's this full scissor kick. Legs are long, challenging that flexibility and that quad strength as well, that hip flexor strength. It's feeling good and controlled. I'm feeling some Pilates element here, you know? Just me out here looking very successful, you can say it, in my rich reds, okay? And my shirt with sleeves on it. I know some of you are like, I don't recognize him. That's a lot of arm to be covered up, Raneir. Okay? It is me. It is Raneir Pollard. You can tell by all this hilariousness, right? That's the signature. That's how you know if like an alien took over my body. Like, it's It looks like him because he's really fine, but he hasn't made me laugh once. I don't know. This could be a body snatch kind of situation. If you just laughed at any of my jokes, that was extra credit. Your abs worked harder. Rest, turn over. We're about to get onto this plank. Now, I know we just did those abs, so this plank is about to burn, and I just want you to know I did that on purpose. Okay.
Thank you.
Mikayla, I know that it's gonna burn, even being on these knees for a minute. I know you're gonna feel something. Intermediate, you're going between the knees and the toes every 5 seconds. Now, if you, when you drop your knees, wanna keep your toes on the ground because it feels more comfortable for the amount of weight that's on the knees, feel free to do so. Or, just like Mikayla has, you can lift those feet, and if that makes you feel more comfortable, please stay there. This is all about what feels good for you. Advance, we're doing right knee, left knee, both knees. Now, my goal here when I'm moving is one, to just not pass out from the pain. I mean, it is burning. But also, to move nice and slow and try to keep my hips in the exact same spot as my knees are moving. So I'm driving my belly button in towards my spine, and it feels like I'm pushing my hips up towards the air as the knees are coming down, but that is just the way it may feel while you're trying to keep it in the same spot. Last moments here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it up. You have almost a full minute off here, and we do start back on those hands. So I want you doing something that makes you feel good. You can be in the child's pose, kind of giving me a little spinal wave. You can come up and get a little wrist strengthening activity. Force the back of your hands together. Anything that feels like a break and feels right for you. I saw a little cat and count action going on over there. Where's the, you haven't made a joke in almost 2 minutes. I'm starting to get worried.
Listen, because you're making me laugh too hard. I'm dying over here. You can't want me to work and talk.
Don't you ever limit yourself. I believe in you.
Thank you.
We're going to the second round. Show me how you get there. Okay, I'm going to the Y position with the arms, lifting for a squeeze, drive it in, and pushing up nice and high. Whew. So second round is my favorite round. It's when you know you are warmed up, you want to see what the body can do. It's the best intersection between warmed up and tired, okay? It's like, tired is around the corner.
We're getting there.
It's pretty close.
You're about to pass that rest stop. And I don't think we're gonna have a rest there, just so we're clear. So, as you get into that, have gratitude for where you are, because those of you that know me know, I call the point of the workout before you're tired, that's the fun out, okay? The work hasn't started yet, we're just enjoying ourselves. When you get tired and when I can hardly speak, that's when you know, oh, I'm working out now. Raneir, shut up. Last rep here, finish strong, and then stand up with me. Whew.
Yes, please.
Hello, get off these arms. Okay, so high flying fun if you're here with me. Otherwise, really bounce that booty and don't forget where you're at. With Raneir, it's always appropriate to twerk and show me that booty work, okay? Let's get down. With the 3, the 2, the 1, I'm gonna squeeze it. And then that balance, push the ground away. If you're with me with the jumping, remember it's like you're taking your belly button forward, then the land, and push through that ground. Regardless of what level you're at, when you get into that balance exercise, it's like the ground is a weight and you're pushing the ground away, okay? You can move mountains, you can move this world, all you gotta do is believe, move it in the right direction, please, okay? Direction's relative, so although it feels like you're pushing down, I promise you're moving things up. You just have to take my word on some things. I'm the instructor, I'm in charge, just believe me. And don't accept lines like that from most people in charge. But me, you can trust me. Okay. Ooh, we're almost there, we're almost there. I wanted to make these intervals nice and lengthy so you could focus in on the strength training and not prioritize feeling like you have to move fast to get a lot out of it. You're gonna be able to get a lot out of it because we have a lot of time under that tension. Stand it tall, get it low, and take it right back down to the flow. Ooh. Now, we've been here before. Again, hands are another easy way to change up the difficulty level. I'm gonna keep my hands overhead so I am not getting any assistance. Another way to take things up a level is to step your feet just a little bit further away from your hips. So those are all things to play with while staying in the same exact exercise. Those heels go a little bit further away from your hips, and those hips take a little bit more time to get down to the ground, and you will be working the hamstrings and glutes that much more effectively. Of course, since we're raising a leg, we're also getting into the balance challenge. Whenever you're getting into balance, you're getting into core. So really, no matter what I'm saying, you're always doing a little bit more than what I may be even expressing to you. So, you know, taking that gratitude, feel free to give yourself a pat on the back numerous times throughout the workout. You don't have to wait till the end. You're allowed to be proud of yourself right now. Shoot, I stand for that. You feel proud of yourself right now, you'll probably put more effort into this work, okay? Less than 30 seconds. Woo. Keep pushing, keep driving, keep breathing through. Connecting to your breath is not only about giving more oxygen to your body. It lets your body know that you feel calm, and it takes away that fight or flight that may be coming about. So feel in control, feel connected, and feel finished with this interval. We're gonna go right away into our bicycle exercise. Again, you can just tap this heel with the knees bent in that beginner position, but also when I get to that pulse, my knee is pulsing towards my chest, and this elbow, but more representative of like this serratus, the muscles surrounding my ribs, are pulsing me a little bit closer to that elbow. So, in position, let's get our 3, our 2, our 1, and our pulses. Yes, yes, and yes. Ooh, I feel it more this round.
Are we in the workout yet?
Yeah, almost there, almost there. Someone out there was like, that's not funny. That wasn't funny at all. How you gonna be like that? Oh, the leg that is also going towards the ground is gonna have a lot of weight on that hip flexor. If it is a little too difficult for you, again, you just give me a slight bend in that knee, or you have the option of keeping that leg a little higher, and that will take away a little bit of that stress. Regardless, you got 15 seconds, and I want you to fight. Come on, come on, 7, 6, keep rotating through, keep breathing and believing. Oh, rest. All right, we're flipping over. We're getting that plank, and if it's any motivation to you, focus in on the fact that you're a minute away from a longer rest period again, okay? So sometimes it's about just finding something to believe in and holding on to that, okay? Do what you need to do. Ready, set, go. So us advance with that single, double for the full minute. Ooh, let it burn.
It's burning.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.
I love planks. They're my favorite core exercise because they really cover the full body. Yeah. They teach you how to really deal with your own body weight. And working with your own body weight is so liberating because, you know, in the middle of a dangerous situation when you have to get away and climb a fence, you're dealing with your own body weight. That's how I think about it. Phew.
That's all I think about too.
I'm the wrong person to be around when a fire alarm goes off. You really see how much I'm about my own survival. Raneir, you have to step on my back? I I was trying to climb through that window. There was an open door over there. Leave me alone. I've been through a lot in my life. I've been through a lot. 7 seconds. I tell the jokes to distract you. You're welcome.
I'm distracted.
Rest. Very good job. Very good job. So again, this is one of the times where you need to exercise your right to do what you want to do. You have this whole almost minute off. What you want to do? A little cabbage patch? Huh? A little low twerk in the air? A little bit? You just have options. I need you to explore. I'm gonna go with the wrist. I like to look after these things so my hands are resisting one another, trying to keep my elbows high. I give a good 10 seconds. I shake it out. Now, this little last round here, no matter which level you're at, if you want to progress a little bit, maybe even start your experimentation towards that next high level, if you're feeling ready for it, please do so. I'm gonna turn my push-up into a plyometric push-up because I can.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself. Now we're gonna lie it on down, and if you want to take it to the next level with me and go into a plyometric push-up, we'll come up, yeah, and land it down low. Now the whole reason I even love this exercise is it forces you to go through a full range of motion, all the way from the ground every time you push into that push-up position. Now, if you're in the beginner level and you want to experiment with adding on a push-up, feel free. You'll know because you feel that extra energy right now. If you're ever just feeling a lack of stress in your workout, it is going down nice and easily, that's when I know it's time to level up just a bit. I want to feel the right amount of stress. Like I have to focus through, and by the last few reps, I can barely get them in. That's the way I like to go for it. Ooh, last couple seconds here. I wanted to give you the option of going a little bit harder with the slightly longer intervals on the last round. You're welcome.
Thank you. Did I say that yet?
Rest. It's never too late for a thank you. Now get up. 3-second pulse. Are we gonna get these jumps any higher? Let's push. Go. 3, 2, bounce that booty. And again, we're looking for nice range of motion. So although I'm focusing on a booty bounce, if I'm able to focus in on getting my hips a little bit lower than my knees, then a little bit higher, I'm gonna do it. Range of motion matters. You build strength in the range of motion that you practice. So trying to find as much range of motion in your workouts as possible that you feel safe to execute the movement is what we are all about. That's why you see me keeping these movements slow, so I can really explore them, and so can you. Keep squeezing that booty too if you're on these jumps. Operation Booty Squeeze. You can squeeze the butt when you're in the standing motion as well. It may feel a little bit harder to connect to the squeeze, but it is possible. Slightly longer interval, I done told you. Ooh. I don't regret it. I don't regret it, and I do it again. Oh, last rep here, last rep here. Oh, and to the ground we go. Come on. This is a celebration. This is the last round.
Okay.
So yeah, we get down. Hands are overhead. Again, long range of motion. How high can the hips get? And ease it down low. If you'd like, you can get this last rep and come down easy, but that last rep just takes a little bit more of time in the air. Ooh, never a bad time to hold and push before easing on down. I made all of these intervals a little bit longer for all of our hip thrusts, so I won't make it longer on the last interval.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But I'm really saying that just to say, if you want to join me in having that last one where you squeeze before you ease, you have a good amount of time to do it anyway. Keep fighting, keep pushing. Ooh.
Was that
and
squeeze
keep breathing.
before you ease?
I said squeeze before you ease. If you put that on a shirt and you don't send me at least one free, you might find a lawsuit happening. I'm very easy to win over though. Just one little free piece of memorabilia. I really do. I haven't heard anybody say that. Squeeze!
I like it.
And then I ease. Mariah Carey just got denied. She tried to trademark Queen of Christmas.
Oh.
Right? I did feel bad for her, but now I'm like, you did get a little too cocky with it. She tried to get Princess Christmas too. Let me see if I can get Squeeze and ease. Rest it. We're gonna go right into our bicycles. We don't need a big break here. So join me with that straight leg if you can. And regardless of the level you're at, can you get your elbow inside your knee when you're getting that nice, delicious
Food again.
You know?
Squeeze before you eat, maybe?
I always say things are delicious because I've always considered myself to be a snack. And that's the kind of positivity I'm trying to spread in this world. You gotta know you're delicious. If you don't know you're delicious, how can anybody else? Okay, that was just weird. I was trying to
Put
take.
that on a t-shirt.
Following.
It was me accommodating a RuPaul quote that just doesn't work in this situation. It doesn't give the same. It's not giving what it's supposed to give, you know. That nice pulse is coming from that core, you know. We're trying to be absolicious on this one. So I want that squeeze, that squeeze, that squeeze when I'm having that pulse, rather than thinking that I'm trying to kick my leg. I am flexing from those abdominals. I know that time under tension will get you. Come on. This is our last 3 seconds. Ooh, that worked out perfectly. And rest. Well done. Sit it up. That felt particularly torturous after that exercise. And turn over. Let's get this core. I swear, on days I do not have time to work out, if I can only get 5 minutes, it's gonna be some kind of combination of planks. Great full body movement, getting these quads, getting the responsible training of that multifidi, which is a muscle group in that low back. Let's get it all strengthened up. Ooh. So, again, a nice isometric hold here. When you're getting isometric holds, they're not only good for strengthening muscle, but the joints that are pulling the blood are shown to get stronger as well. So that's why you'll see a lot of movements like so being done in rehab movements. So it's always good to see what they're doing in rehab and do it in your workouts. Call it prehab. You don't have to wait to get hurt before you put in responsible strength training. Ooh, 10 seconds. Oh, I love that I'm gonna feel it tomorrow kind of feeling. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. 3, 2, 1, and done. Oh! Yeah, that's a good feeling. That's what we do this for. All right, we're gonna get right into some stretches. Let's have 1 foot out in front. We're getting into a hamstring stretch. If you need to double up your mat for knee support, feel free to do so. Now I'm gonna lean back, hands at the side. If this is as comfortable as you feel free to stay here and breathe into the motion. Notice you have the option of curling your toe under in that back foot, or the harder option of keeping that back foot flat. You can reach the opposite arm forward, or both arms and nose towards that knee. Deep breath here with me. We're gonna exhale and pull our body forward with this front heel. Try to get some activation from this hamstring, from that stretch position, before we trade out the leg and find the same appropriate challenge on this side. You can fall off balance, I'm not embarrassed. Shoot. Just went through a whole workout. So I'm pushing my hips away from my foot as much as I can and pushing my hips away from my head. Again, you have the option of flatten out that back foot. You could also reach the opposite arm forward or both. Breathe into it. Use your breath to stretch the body. Inhale. Again, we're gonna focus in on using that front heel to pull us back towards that kneeling position before we lie down on the stomach. For a nice little chest opener, Sphinx position, I want you to focus in on keeping your legs flat to the floor, your hips flat to the floor as you push through those elbows to lift your chest. And if you want to push into a modified cobra, anything to get a little bit more range, you know that I support you, but I want shoulders away from the ears as well, trying to open up the chest in any and all of those positions. Deep breath. See if you can expand that stretch just a bit more before exhaling into a child's pose position. And what's that word? Let it marinate.
Oh, you're killing me.
My sincere laugh and my evil laugh are just so close together. They're next door neighbors.
Was that the sincere laugh?
Okay, the hands are reaching away from the hips. Let's see if we can get a little bit more extension. I'm gonna call my fingertips just an inch forward, sit my hips back a bit, and our final deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale, rising up to those knees, chest open to the sky, kneeling, shoulders away from the ears. You can flex the glutes. Inhale. Exhale, and let's stand up for a celebration. We did it, we did it, we did it. Mikayla and Kinsey, amazing job. And you know I am Coach Raneir Pollard. I am so proud of you joining me today, and I hope you'll check out all the other videos in our assessment series. Until then, enjoy yourself, Class Fitsugar.